good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you find yourself to be watching this video. Welcome to yet another video. This is me, Real Reality, and today got a bit of an interesting one for you. I am at Hinderclay Lakes with my sister's partner Simon. It's actually going to be my first overnight session getting there, so very excited for that and what it holds out for me. Hopefully this time we'll actually catch some fish, since the last video was a terrible blank, but there you go. It is how it goes sometimes. Yeah, Hinderclay Lakes, first impression so far. We got here just after 7 o'clock this morning when the gates opened. A few people fishing on the lake just over that side called Reed Pool, which is where we were intending to go actually, but yeah, we got here and the bailiff was very nice. It made us a nice cuppa, so we had a little walk around all of the lakes. I've got 4 or 5 lakes here, got a couple match lakes here. We're on the specimen lake, it's called Spring Lake, up to about 30 pounders in here, so hopefully that'd be lovely to bag one of them, wouldn't it? But we will see. You'll have to stay tuned in the video to find out. Lovely and peaceful, very quiet. Handy thing, you can park your cars just over there. Yeah, set all your gear up, as you can see. Got our bivvies and everything set up, so yeah, very excited for what this session holds out for us. Hopefully, like I say, we can catch some fish. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about the rig I'm using and where I'm going to be aiming to fish and all that kind of good stuff. So peace out and stay tuned for the video. Right, so join me here in my bivvy. Show you a little bit about my rig. Again, as always, nice lengthy bit of rig tubing, lead clip. I'm not really sure what the bed is like here. I think it's quite clean. I've got my 3 ounce distance lead. I don't know if I'm going to be casting too far, but I've just kind of sided with one of them just in case. I think what I'm going to do is have one down to my left. I have seen one fish down to my left there, and the wind thankfully is actually coming towards us, so, and it is kind of going straight into that little, like a little, probably a little hideout I'm going to call it for the carp. Running a nice Ronnie rig, which again, I'll be honest, haven't tied myself, but as you all know if you've seen my first video, I don't do that anyways. But I am going to be learning soon. That is probably a video to look out for very soon. I am going to be doing that. Yeah, size 6 curve shank hook, very nice pattern hook, works very well especially for this type of rig. Bit of rig putty on there to counterbalance it with a pineapple isotonic pop-up. Plans are I'm going to be fishing the PVA mesh bag style yet again. This little mix I've made up. I've got some maize, hemp, bit of sweet corn in there, got some crushed up boilie in there, I've got some little pellets that you actually can buy as you turn up here, and it's the pellets that they make, so it tends to be a good idea when you go to a venue to use the bait that they produce, because it's obviously what the fish are used to feeding on and everything like that, so hopefully that will give us the upper edge and everything like that. I have put this sweet corn smart liquid in there as well, which kind of make it a bit heavier, a bit more dense, so it sinks quickly through the water, rather than it all just sinking slowly and my rig plummeting through the water. Yeah, hopefully that's going to attract some carp, and then hopefully my rods will be screaming off. That's the plan anyways, so yeah, here's to open A. Fingers crossed for me guys, fingers crossed. fishing. Let's pray to the carp gods. Let's go. Bosh. So, just a quick little update. The catch goes up. Still nothing to report. Rods have been out now a couple of hours or so. Have actually moved left hand rod because I wasn't happy with where it was, and just wasn't very comfortable with the fact there's all these reeds and stuff there, and I feel like it'd be quite easy to snag and everything like that, like if I did get a fish and they swim into it and that, like, yeah, I just didn't really fancy all that. So yeah, I've clipped up 11.5 wraps and just kind of aimed towards the opposite margin on the far side. Seen a couple little fish jumping out, making themselves known, but yeah, still nothing as of yet. Simon on my right hand side, he has had several liners now, so they're obviously about. Hopefully we can actually get something to show. But when we turned up this morning, we spoke to the bailiff and he said most people that have been fishing here lately have actually been catching during the night, like 1-2 o'clock sort of thing. So still obviously early days. We've got still the rest of the day now. It's only now 12:30, so yeah, obviously we still have the rest of this day, so, and then all through the night, so fingers crossed. Stay tuned to see those fishies. Right, so just another little further update. There is still very sadly no fish to report. Since it's now coming up to late afternoon, early evening time, we are definitely seeing a lot more signs of fish now. I've switched up my tactics now. Both rods are on single hook bait, isotonic pineapple pop up on one, and I've got a white banoffee pop up on the other one. I've taken the rig putty off as well because I've found out there's a lot of reeds and leaves and everything on the bottom, so it's just, yeah, I'm not confident with the way that it's sitting and the way that it's fishing, so I've taken that off. So it's now sat, I don't know, 3.5, maybe 4 inches at most off the bed, and since doing that I literally had one liner within 5 minutes, nothing else other than that. But yeah, feel more confident in this tactic, so fingers are crossed and let's pray to the carp gods. Come on, you carp. Simon's got a fish on, finally. Nice mirror. Getting that net beauty.
Okay.
Lovely.
Let's get another one.
Yeah.
Come on, you carp. Just catching up with you again. We've just come into evening time now. It's 5:30. Obviously Simon has had a lovely mirror. I have now cast it out over to the very, very far margins, just over there. For the first time today, I have actually had a solid couple bleeps. Still nothing further than that, but it's pretty much the most I've had all day, so it's something. Feeling positive as we're coming into night time now, so yeah, I think we're actually going to catch fish. So, rods are out again. Got 3 rods out now, and now I'll cast it out just over on the far margins over there. This rod here. Not anywhere in particular, just out there, open water somewhere, but just enjoying this absolutely stunning sunset. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's very, very windy, very, very windy, but it's nice and dry. No more fish other than the one Simon got earlier. We've all eaten, had some nice pasta and meatballs. They're lovely. Yeah, that's probably going to be it for my rods now tonight, so hopefully next time I'm tuning in with you, it's going to be probably some point during the morning with fish on the bank. We can only hope, eh? So Simon, lucky git, he's on to another fish. It's madness.
Decent. Hopefully, some more for tonight. Let's get her back.
So, right hand rod is just absolutely ripped off. It's absolutely beautiful, feisty common. £17, 7 ounces. Have a nice little fight. Yellow pineapple isotonics doing a business yet again. I'm on you, carp. We're popping back. Good morning, guys. It is really quite chilly this morning. It's very windy. Sadly, there was no action throughout the night. It was very, very quiet. But since first light has come about, guessing someone's still asleep in the bivvy next to me. A couple of Simon's alarms have had a couple liners, but yeah, other than that, it's been a very quiet one. I've seen an awful lot showing this morning. I have actually moved my rods about to the showing fish in hopes of obviously a last little bit of action before we start. See you one just over there then. Yeah, before we start packing up and heading home. But yeah, I'm still absolutely buzzing about that fish last night. After we got the little footage of me holding it and saying it's 17 pounds, made a bit of a rookie mistake and forgot to take off the weight of the sling. So it actually turns out to be only 15 pounds, but even still, that's, as of right now, the biggest fish I've ever caught. So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing for that, and what a way to kick off the start to my overnight sessions. Bosh. So, bit of a change of scenery right now. Unfortunately, whilst I was doing that little bivvy talk at the end then, my camera actually died. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's nice that I've actually had some fish in the videos now. So yeah, hopefully for future content there's obviously going to be a lot more fish to come. It's been me, Real Reality. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you don't mind, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. It really does help push my videos out there and helps support me, and just kind of gives me a good insight of whether you guys are liking what I'm making and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you've got any tips, advice, suggestions, leave it down in the comments below. I will be reading them, and all help and words are appreciated. But yeah, it's been me, Real Reality. Take it easy, see you in the next video. Bosh.